take one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Mike 57. Here we go. Three. Slide. Three.
Mariota on first down. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on a sack. Markel Lee in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Mariota. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Give the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Mariota, and he locates Walker, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
It's a gain of 10. Mike, check. 59. I'm scared.
From the red zone now, Mariota. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 26.
Check the backer.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 6-18. Hey, echo. 25-yard line. 55, Mike, 55.
On second and 11 now. Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and 12.
At the 44-yard line. 55.
Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5-5.
Here's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 on the play. First down, Titans.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
He's checking credit.
Where are they, team?
57, Mike 57.
One.
Zoom, fellas, let's go. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Mariota now. And he's going to go down again. Markel Lee in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Mike 57.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Carr to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it, but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
He's got his man. It's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyrell Williams, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Switch.
Mariota gives to Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Mariota from the gun on third down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A Titan first down, Mariota to Walker. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. So, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. From the gun, Mariota. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
No. He's checking.
Rashard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
180. Hey, we're good. 180.
This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Watch twits.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. The kick by Carlson is good. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check 6 guys.
You ready? What's up?
Once again, it's Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, 7:34. Buzz. Listen, hold.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. 1st down, Mariota. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there.
Where are they, team?
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
One.
On 2nd and 12. Mariota. And the Raiders have got him. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
3.
fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. And he finds his target. It's sharp. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Mariota throwing complete there to Walker. Walker showing the power. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Where are they, team?
Let's go. Heavy. 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
Three.
What you got, Heavy?
One.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
57 to Mike. 57.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Right down. Rush in. Bang.
Express.
Out.
The handoff running left for Shard. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Forced out to his left. He's going deep. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Focus, defense, focus.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them. Settle. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Kill. Turn up. One.
Throwing is Mariota. He finds Humphreys. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Set.
3.
To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Mariota hands to Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Where are they, team?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota, and Walker has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Titans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. This is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Mariota. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
57, Mike 57. Drop deep, 57.
They'll look to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, Corey Davis. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards. 1st down, Titans.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. Now the first throw in overtime for Mariota. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Markel Lee in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's able to get it out of there. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give him 9, though, on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Mike down. 180. 55. OP.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Switch.
On first down, Richard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On second down, Jacobs trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs, and he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker. But
it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here, it almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give to Jacobs running right. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied. So into overtime and all the way to the end of overtime, they have a chance to win it. Couldn't convert on the field goal, and we end in the very rare tie.
Don't see it very often. We did discuss it as we began overtime that because it's a regular season game, we're going to play that last quarter. And if no one scores or however, if it finishes in a tie, that's it. But, boy, how bad do you feel for it? The opportunity to win it with a field goal at the end, and it doesn't go through the pipes.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.